Welcome back to the GRTV Christmas calendar. You have to apologise for Bengt. He's taking a big deep breath at the moment because he's just remembering the amount of meat
and the Germans and all the things.
The amount of games, to be fair. There's a big, I think, a better energy to Gamescom than there was to E3.
I think it's just that the public spectacle that is Gamescom just adds to that whole sort of craziness.
Did they have to lock the doors this year again?
I'm not sure.
I
think they broke the record by like 100 people or something. Maybe they tampered the numbers a little bit, I don't know. But it was basically the same amount as last year when they had to close the doors on a Saturday. Yeah,
absolutely crazy. You haven't seen anything like it, really, really. But again, like we said, a lot of games there, a lot of titles, most of which were had carried over from E3, really.
Yeah, and I think like the pre-talk was a lot about the absentees, like Nintendo, Microsoft stayed away from Gamescom this year, but they still managed to fill the halls, pretty much.
Wargaming did.
And there was a lot of emphasis on PC and esports and that side of gaming, which is bigger in Europe, I guess, than in North America, so it's a natural thing that's what they focus on. But we had a few fun encounters on the show floor.
Yes.
Something that you'd like to recollect?
Hell, I can't remember anything, man. I just remember, again, big booths. I think the EA booth was insane. Again, same thing. I expected the biggest and best to be at E3, so coming along to Gamescom and just being blown away by the FIFA stand right beside the Need for Speed stand. They had full-on police cars, Lamborghinis and stuff like that, just resting pretty up on the stand. It was like, God, how can they manage to get these things in here? But again, atmosphere, that sort of like sweaty enthusiasm that you got from public crowds.
It feels authentic.
Yeah, it feels like people are there genuinely to see the games.
Yeah.
It isn't sort of show and tell, you know, any sort of fakery or whatnot. But that, yeah, the FIFA queue, it blew me away because it stretched, those halls were massive. And that felt like I took up half the hall, which was just bonkers. I mean, how about yourself?
Well, I think for me, like the thing that stands out with Microsoft and Nintendo gone was Sony, and they had their own little hotel set up, and Tearaway, big announcement that I took away with, and I had an interesting interview on that one as well. That you should check out that interview.
That was the great thing. I think Sony did what Ubisoft did at E3 with their conference. There's sort of a sense of lackluster. I guess there's a lackluster vibe to Gamescom up to the point that Sony like debuted a lot of their stuff, and just afterwards, just like, my God, this stuff that felt very right for the European audience, like Tearaway.
Oh,
see,
studio's falling apart.
It's just falling apart. The excitement is too much for the studio to take.
Professionals as we are, just keep on trucking.
Don't worry, we got some gaffer tape. We'll sort them out later on. But Tearaway as well.
That's not our job, though.
No, that's these guys' job. But you know, boys, gaffer tape back there, sir. That can come later on. But Tearaway, yeah, a couple other Sony games that were sort of shown first time.
Yeah,
well.
We had The Puppeteer.
Yes.
And we had Rain.
Oh yes, of course.
And Until Dawn.
Until Dawn, yes.
I think there was something else, maybe. I don't know. Well, they talked a little bit more about Diggs Nightcrawler and Welcome with Dinosaurs and those games as well.
Yeah, it was a great thing. Diggs Nightcrawler, I think, went from strength to strength, actually. First time really seeing it at the Sony's conference. And we've sort of talked to Sony since then with the advent of Underbook actually being released. And that, again, is a title that, okay, it's a kid's detective story, but I think it's something that anybody, I mean, I'm really excited about it, but then I'm a really big fan of sort of detective noir, so hopefully it should be good. But then
something that we didn't experience, though, was sort of the actual Germans on the show floor. That's something that our colleague Martin got to see. I don't know if they're rolling any footage right now of Martin. Maybe we should just be quiet and let the Germans speak for
themselves.
Yeah.
Wir sind hier auf der Gamescom in Köln und wir haben ein paar Leute auf der Messe gefunden. Wie findet ihr die Messe bisher?
Ganz cool.
Was sind so eure Lieblingsspiele?
Call of Duty, Diablo 3 und World of Warcraft.
Habt ihr davon schon was ausprobiert?
Noch nicht, ist noch zu lange Schlangen, deswegen.
Okay. Woher kommt ihr?
Aus der Eifel, am Nürburgring direkt.
Okay. Und vielleicht, Gamereactor gibt es nicht nur in Deutschland, sondern auch in Skandinavien, England, Italien und so weiter. Kennt ihr denn auch zum Beispiel ein Wort auf Schwedisch oder so?
Nee.
Nein? Ikea?
Ikea, ja.
Okay, vielen Dank, noch viel Spaß.
I hear them. Yes. But we also had our friendly Matthias, who is Gamereactor Sweden's jumping for joy test pilot, who became a test pilot, which is a great thing where he was being sent up in a helicopter to advertise. Did we ever work out what it was advertising?
There was some headphones, right?
Headphones, that was it. And the poor lad spent, I think, a couple of days leading up to this thinking, great, going to do the day at the show, 6 p.m, I'm going to jump in a helicopter, get a beautiful...
First of all, he thought it was 6 a.m.
No, he thought it was 6 p.m, but it was actually 6 a.m.
No, it was the other way around.
No, surely it wasn't, was it? It was the 6 a.m.
Nick, tiebreaker.
We're going to have a tiebreaker here.
AM, PM.
They thought it was going to be in the evening. Turned out it was in the morning.
There you go, yeah. It was like 6 a.m. So that was the shot.
No.
It ended going back to being 6 p.m.
Hi there. This is Matthias from Gamereactor Sweden, and I'm here in Cologne, Germany, because Gamescom is upon us, and the first day is over, and I can't really think of a better way to celebrate that than by flying off into the sky with this helicopter behind me. In just a few minutes, we're gonna jump in, and we're gonna take a guided tour of the city of Cologne. Luckily, I won't be flying, not this day at least. This is actually part of Plantronics showing here at Gamescom. They're showing off some new headsets and whatnot, so they thought, hey, why not fly a helicopter over the city? So without further ado, let's do this thing. Are we going to survive? I don't know, but it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, right. Okay, after much discussion, we've decided and found out it indeed was 6 p.m. So forget that whole conversation right now.
You can watch the full discussion of this unfolding on the blooper show later.
It's not going to be very entertaining. I can guarantee you that. But let's quickly talk about the parties of Gamescom, because you were quite a few. In fact, did you ever leave?
It was all week party, right? Yeah. I think for me the Far Cry party was the one that strikes, stands out of the bunch. It was lavish. Extravagant, and there was lots of food, and it was incredibly hot. And there was this dancing lady with a snake, which is always entertaining, I guess. I got a tattoo.
You got a tattoo?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a real tattoo. Sorry.
For shame.
Yeah. You never want to go to a party where you get a tattoo.
That's the best kind of party, man. The best kind of party.
I also heard about another party that I did not go to. And I don't know if you heard about that party.
Was that my party?
Not the party in your pants.
No.
I'm talking about the wargaming party. Which was pretty much the talk of the town during the...
Still is the talk of the town of many towns, really.
And we made the mistake of just letting the camera crew go there, basically. And the mistake was that it was all shaky cam the days afterwards. Yes.
Poor man. Poor man. The things they had to see and do.
They took one for the team.
Oh God, did they?
I think Lasse still hasn't recovered.
We might show a best of clip, but I think we may be arrested.
No, I don't think we can show any of that.
Anyway, that was pretty much Gamescom. That's it from us today. Of Snuff, we're going to roll along to our indie darling of the day, and then Emily with today's competition. See you tomorrow.
So I don't even know if this counts as an indie gem, given that it's available on our iOS. But the game that I would recommend above all other is Trainyard. It's a fiendishly complex puzzle game around trains, and it completely scratched my Advance Wars itch.
Hi, it's time for today's question. What is the developer of Magicka called? You know what to do. Write us an email before 12 noon tomorrow, Central European Time, at xmas@gamereactor.eu with the answer in the subject line for a chance to win Magicka on Steam. Best of luck!